Atlantis goes beyond the scope of distinct assets, systems, and single CI by addressing resilience at the systemic level against major natural hazards and complex attacks that could potentially disrupt vital functions of the society. The risk reduction and incident mitigation framework incorporates a set of technical solutions to assess certain trends and characteristics from the dataset describing the complete crisis. Trends of how effective and efficient measures have been applied will then be persisted in the knowledge base, creating a baseline, facilitating recommendations of effective actions for future use. It equips critical infrastructure with advanced tools to predict, assess, and respond to cyber-physical threats, minimizing risks and ensuring operational continuity in real-world scenarios such as transportation systems. Efficiently, risks can be reduced utilizing machine learning algorithms, possibly leveraging recommendation systems methodologies to match countermeasures to incidents. The knowledge base platform implements a system to store hierarchical incident data. After deploying all the required resources related to the risk reduction and incident mitigation tool as separate, specialized Docker containers, we have the foundation set in order to interact with the instrument. Taking a look under the hood, we can briefly observe the structure that supports the functionality provided. There are multiple message data streams that allows the system to act with respect to the intended purpose of responding promptly with appropriate actions for a given situation. We can observe parallel data streams representing the inputs and outputs required to have a functioning system. From these streams we can enumerate the classifier, producer, recommendation, and storage ones. Using the interactive views provided by Kafka Magic, we can catch a glimpse of what kind of data is present and how it is formatted. Notice the individual data fields in each message that helps to uniquely identify and interpret it. The novel approach that we took when designing this tool was to keep in mind the ever-changing cybersecurity threat landscape, and this is why the risk reduction and incident mitigation tool is continuously trained with the latest knowledge in order to always provide the proper recommendations to minimize risks. This is a list of 10 countermeasures that are presented to the human in the loop. To easily interact with such a complex system, a simple user interface was built. The design allows for documents of various formats to be uploaded in order for the knowledge base to be updated and thus ensuring the recommendations are generated based on real data. A sample event is composed and manually provided to the system via the user interface. This event is written in such a way to explicitly test for the latest updates to the knowledge base, along with the response generated by the risk reduction and incident mitigation tool. We also find important informations regarding the references from which the recommendations were generated. This added information helps the human in the loop to better understand how and why the response was generated in this manner, and builds an added layer of explainability to justify the decisions.